Why is really because I kind of talked with my family and we kind of decided that it's really the best fit for me. I mean, growing up, I've always been a Badger fan. And then along with what the coaches want me to do and what I know I'm able to do and what I can improve on even and get better at with them, along with the academics are really what kind of just drew me in. Because I mean, a place with a good academic standing is really something that kind of I like the most, and that's definitely what Wisconsin has, and ultimately that's kind of what helped me make my choice.
Statewide too, obviously you visited Marquette right after you visited Wisconsin. Why was Wisconsin better for you than Marquette?
I mean, I can't say it's better. It's kind of the thing of where it's always been kind of you've been that fan growing up. So you can't really say like it's better because they're both very good programs. Coach Wojo's a very good coach, and Coach Ryan also. But I just decided that in my heart Wisconsin was the school for me.
About 10 days ago we talked and you said you didn't think you were too close to deciding, but what happened in the last 10 days then that changed that?
Well, when we talked, I mean, it was still relatively a wide open race, because it just kind of happened. But as this has kind of progressed, I've talked more and more with my family. We've talked more and more about different things, and then ultimately I kind of decided that this is what I think is best for me, and then I decided to make that decision.
How about going to a team that's been to a Final Four? Not many kids get to go to play for a team that's been at one of those. I mean, how cool is that for you?
It's definitely really cool, and considering a lot of the young guys that they had, like Bronson and Nigel, who did end up playing a lot of minutes down the stretch for them, and knowing that they could still be there when I get there is definitely something that's really intriguing and definitely could be something special to play with.
Now, you're still doing AAU. You verbally committed, so you're not, I guess officially you're not a Badger in a sense. Is there any way that you would change your commitment and go anywhere else?
No, definitely not. I mean, when I decided to make the decision, I decided to make it 100%, and that's what I'm going to go with for sure.
Talk about the Badger system. Maybe you could be the next Ben Bruss, so to speak. Is this just the perfect situation for your game to fit into what Wisconsin does?
I mean, I definitely have drawn a lot of comparisons to Ben Bruss, and that's kind of the role they want me to come in and fill, as being kind of a spacer of the court and spacing out the offense with being a shooter that can stretch the floor. And those are definitely things I know I can do and I can even get better at yet. So for me, that kind of what they wanted me to do is very intriguing to me, and that's what kind of led me to that decision.
You got a lot of AAU to play at this summer, but going forward now, is it a relief that this is done, or what's the mindset now?
I mean, you could call it a little bit of relief because it's kind of like there's not the pressure of having to think about it and decide between different schools and all that kind of stuff. But yeah.
What do you do now between now and Wisconsin? How do you get better now? So when you walk in there, you can be the one that people are clapping for instead of being the one clapping.
Well, you always got to stay humble. You have to keep working hard because no matter where you get, you can't be complacent with what you have. You always got to continue to strive to be better and better, because there's no sense in being at the level you are and not allowing yourself to improve, which is what I want to do. I want to get better every time I step out on the court and every time I step in the gym. I want to do something that allows me to make myself better.